Some people feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Chicago Bears. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. Takes it to about the 37. You look at this Bears defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
They forced 7 turnovers. How many? 7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Play action, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. Sheds off the tackle. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They run with a former Panther. It's D'Onta Foreman, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Hey, Cam.
On 1st down, it's Fields. That'll be caught by Foreman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The Bears at 2 and 4 here in the first half of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now Fields going to move him around. Here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down. and refuse to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Homer. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This fielded right at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 31-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5.
Punch right. Right.
To throw is Fields. Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Now you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He's got it to the 43 here. You look at this Bears defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Running right through it. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Raiders 2.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown Raiders. Jacoby Myers, 27 yards. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now it's Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Foreman will try to pick it up.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Loose inside the 30.
And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 19-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run again with Foreman. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, here's Foreman.
And he's brought down.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here we go.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Here we go.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Lakers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
21.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective,
is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Jacobs going to try the middle. He'll take this to the 46.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Counter play with Jacobs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Fighting through pressure. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Back to the running game with Jacobs. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Here we go, here we go. Go ahead, go ahead.
Here's Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. First down now with that clock rolling. Off play action. Fields steps away. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Now Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Herbert will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Robert Spillane. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Bilal Nichols collapses the pocket and drops it for a loss of 3. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Fields. That is caught. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. There he goes left side. He may go. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown. Chicago. Darnell Mooney. 85 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, and even better run for big yardage.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. That one goes for 24 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here we go, here we go, here
now
we go.
A 2nd and 2.
11.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. That's caught by Myers. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
21. 2.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
21. Here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Here we go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Carlson able to put this one through, and they have regained the lead.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Angel. Go.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Herbert making a nice play there, coming off a 700-yard campaign, despite making just 1 start in 2022. Played a big part in the Bears becoming the 5th team in NFL history to rush for 3,000 yards in a season.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll run this with Homer. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Fields going to change things up here. Here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7.
Extend. Hey, Ken. Oh, let's go. You got a mini base tonight.
This is Homer. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Fields now to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Delta. 11. Go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Hey, Ken. Tonight.
They'll run with Herbert.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Here we go.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Alpha. Tonight.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
Flushed out, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage.
2 yards to go, second down.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Garoppolo. That one caught by Carter. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go, here we go,
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
13.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead.
I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
This is first and 10.
Easy.
Back to throw. Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
All eyes on Fields. He's got Mooney.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard
Here's
line.
Fields.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter,